Hi, this is Mr. Vanscoy. In this lesson, I'm going to talk about climate change. Specifically, we're going to take a look at the principles of climate literacy. So when you are done with this lesson, you should be able to briefly explain the principles of climate literacy. So let's start by talking about what is climate science literacy. Climate science literacy is an understanding of your influence on climate and climate's influence on you and society. A climate literate person understands the essential principles of Earth's climate system, knows how to assess scientifically credible information about climate, communicates about climate and climate change in a meaningful way, and is able to make informed and responsible decisions with regards to actions that may affect climate. So why does climate science literacy matter? During the 20th century, Earth's globally average surface temperature rose by approximately 1.08 degrees Fahrenheit. Additional warming of more than 0.25 degrees Fahrenheit has been measured just since 2000. Though the total increase may seem small, it likely represents an extraordinarily rapid rate of change measured compared to previous measurements in the last 10,000 years. Scientific observations and climate model results indicate that human activities are now the primary cause of most of the ongoing increase in our global average temperature. Climate change will bring about economic and environmental challenges, as well as opportunities, and citizens who have an understanding of climate science will be better prepared to respond to both of those, both economic and environmental challenges. So society needs citizens who understand the climate system and how to apply that knowledge in their careers and in their engagement as active members in their communities. Climate change will continue to be a significant element of public discussion. So understanding the essential principles of climate science will allow you to have and to be able to access these stories and contribute in conversations as informed citizens. So let's jump into the 7 principles. The sun is the primary source of energy for Earth's climate system. When sunlight energizes Earth's climate system, seasonal cycles, orbital cycles, and other variables affect the energy balance on Earth's surface. The next principle, climate is regulated by complex interactions among components of the Earth system. So the natural greenhouse effect, again, it is important to note that the greenhouse effect is a naturally occurring phenomenon or process. So the natural greenhouse effect, the regional geography, the oceans, the atmosphere, and all the other biotic factors all have control over parts of the climate system. Feedbacks between those different parts of the Earth system can either amplify, making it bigger, or mitigate, minimizing, making smaller, changes in the climate. Next principle is the interactions between life and climate are very complex. The biosphere influences and is influenced by climate, with the carbon cycle being an important part of the biologic, geologic, and climatic processes. Climate varies over space and time through both natural and man-made processes. While weather is variable on short time scales, Earth's overall climate also varies over longer time intervals. Natural processes that influence changes in climate do not account for recent increases in greenhouse gases, temperatures, and the sea level rise. Our next principle: our understanding of the climate system is improved with observations, theoretical studies, and modeling. Changes in the climate system are recorded by observations, direct measurements, and the geologic record. Computer models can be used to reconstruct past climates, project future climate scenarios, and guide our decisions. Human activities are impacting the climate, or the climate system. Greenhouse gas emissions and large changes in land cover are linked to a warming climate and have widespread impacts throughout the Earth system. Our final principle: climate change will have consequences for the Earth system and human lives. Impacts of a warming climate include sea level rise, declining availability of freshwater resources, increasing extreme weather, the acidification of the oceans, disruption to ecosystems, and effects to both human health and agriculture. All right, so this was meant as a brief explanation or introduction to those principles of climate science literacy. So hopefully you can just give a brief overview of that. As time allows, we'll go into greater detail. As I'm recording this year, our time is starting to wind down, so we'll have to be very selective as to which of these topics we dive into in greater detail. But hopefully this gives you a good basis for discussion, both with classmates and outside of our science classroom.